Hello there, Stevos, and welcome along to this week's episode of Steve's Weekly Vlog. It is episode 260. We're 260 vlogs in. It is Monday afternoon. I have been out today. So firstly, I just want to say I've been to the Beefeater in Somerford in Christchurch and Dorset for a breakfast. I did that with my support worker and a couple of his clients as well. So I went there. I have got a photo which I'll show you right now, which I took on my Galaxy Z Fold 7 of my breakfast this morning. This was actually taken using a 200 megapixel camera on the rear of my phone, but obviously I had black pudding, I had egg, I had scrambled egg. I also had some bacon, sausages, baked beans as well, and some hash browns. I also had an orange juice, apple juice, and a cappuccino to go with my breakfast as well this morning. So that was my breakfast at the Beefeater in Christchurch in Somerford in Dorset this Monday morning. It's really weird actually, because I said to my support worker that I'd gone to the Beefeater on Friday last week, and he said, "Oh, I already knew that." And I went, "How do you know?" One of his clients has got me on Snapchat, and I posted it on my Snapchat story, hence why he knows that I went to the Beefeater on my own last Friday. So there we go. Also as well, by the way, I'm not filming this part of the video. Number one, I'm filming this in 1080p 60 frames per second, which there is a downside to it. The downside being that the HDR mode on my Go Ultra is turned off. I can't turn HDR on. That only works when I'm shooting in 4K. But also as well, I'm shooting this in 1080p 60 frames per second as well, because then that way the file sizes are a lot lower when it comes to uploading these clips to my iMac, to my hard drive on my iMac and stuff. And it just makes it a lot easier as well to obviously save onto my iMac in order to upload the videos to YouTube when it comes to uploading. So there might be some scenes that might be shot in 4K 30, especially when it's in pure video mode. That does shoot in 4K 30, and obviously it only does that because obviously it's pure video and it needs to be shot in 4K 30 in order to gain that extra low light and stuff like that, and in order for the AI sensors within the camera to work as well, work its magic. So that's one thing I wanted to say, is I'm currently shooting this vlog in 1080p 60 frames per second. The second thing I wanted to say was, all throughout last week, when I was using my Go Ultra camera, I was shooting using the internal microphone. So everything you heard in terms of audio from the vlog from last week, apart from obviously when I was doing the montages and stuff, obviously that music wasn't used through the Go Ultra. Obviously that was external music from somewhere else. But in terms of when I was talking to you guys through the Go Ultra camera last week, in last week's episode of the vlog, I was using the internal microphone on the Go Ultra. This week I am going to be using a bit of both. So I'm going to be using the internal microphone on the Go Ultra, but also as well, as you can see right here, I'm tapping on it right now, I have got my DJI microphone, the external microphone that I got with my DJI Osmo Pocket 3 camera. I'm going to be using that as well throughout this week's episode of the weekly vlog as well. So there will be times that you may come across seeing me wearing this external microphone on my shirts and stuff, or on my jumper. So yeah, so there we go. So I just thought I'd bring you up to speed with that as well. But anyway, that is everything I have done so far on this Monday morning. So it is, by the way, Monday afternoon, and I have got my ZV1 Sony ZV1 camera, which I used to use for vlogging about a year ago now, but I'm gonna use that. Obviously I still use it to do my movie wrap-up videos for my YouTube channel, SteveOfficial, and obviously I've not yet done my movie wrap-up video for yesterday. It was meant to be uploaded yesterday, but I just did not have the time to do it yesterday. So I'm doing it today. I'm doing it right now. So I'm going to film that right now on this Monday afternoon. And also as well, I need to do a music wrap-up video as well, because Jade released a brand new album and it came out last week. And I've listened to it and I've not yet done a review for that. So I'm going to talk about that as well. And again, I'm going to use my Sony ZV-1 camera to film that. So there we go. Anyway, by the way, I've just tested out the sound, obviously, for the microphone on from the DJI mic. It doesn't really sound that great. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I've just literally played that clip back. Sorry, I'm trying to get my words mixed up today. I just played that clip back, and it doesn't sound very high quality. It sounds like I'm almost sounding like as if I've just recorded that using some sort of tin or something. I don't know. It sounded a little bit tinny. So they do have an Insta360 Bluetooth microphone. I'm wondering if that might be a little bit better than the DJI one. So I may have to consider purchasing that one in the coming weeks. So yeah, so I think for the time being, I may just have to continue using the internal mic on my Go Ultra camera. By the way, the sun has literally just come out, but about 5 minutes ago, it absolutely poured it down with rain out there. So I think it's going to be one of those afternoons where 1 minute it's going to be nice and sunny, and then the next minute it's going to be absolutely peeing it down with rain, which isn't ideal, obviously. Anyway, I need to do this movie wrap-up video. So if you have not yet seen this week's episode of the movie wrap-up, then it is available to watch right now on my YouTube channel, SteveOfficial, alongside the music wrap-up video as well for Jade, and that's Showbiz Baby. Just put some washing on in the washing machine. So I'm just about to watch today's episode of Coronation Street on ITVX on my TV in my bedroom. And I'm also going to have these cocktail pork sausages as well, which I've just got out of the fridge. So I'm going to have that for my lunch today on this Monday afternoon. So I am outside on this Monday afternoon, nearly Monday evening, by the way. And I am heading off to Castle Point in Bournemouth, because I'm going to Asda because I need to pick up a couple of bits and pieces. I'm listening to some music as well on my Bluetooth headphones, listening to Imagine Dragons at the moment on Apple Music on my phone. So I'm heading off to Asda in Castle Point in Bournemouth to go and get some bits and pieces, as I need some bananas. I also need some strawberries as well, because obviously I'm back to making my protein shakes again now that I'm back at work this week. I'm back at work tomorrow, which does remind me, I do also need to set my alarms as well for tomorrow morning, because I've not yet done that, so I need to set my alarms. So yeah, so I'm going to go off and get that, and also as well I need to go and grab some milk as well, because I haven't got any milk. Well, I've got a little bit of milk left, but I haven't got enough to last me, or at least enough for me to do a protein shake in the morning, so I need to get that as well. And I'm also going to get a few cans of Monster as well, because obviously in Asda they've got the 3 for the price of 2 offer there, which is a good value. Anyway, so I'm going to go to Castle Point to get that right now on this Monday afternoon. I also picked up some chocolate donuts as well, which were 52p. They were reduced in Asda. Just about to do the washing up, drying up and putting away. I have got the bath mats and shower mats on in the tumble dryer here, which I do need a little bit later on for when I do have a wash, which is why they're in the tumble dryer drying at this present moment. And outside I have got some washing out on the washing line. I could swear to God it's been raining, or it is raining out there at the moment. It's like light rain, but anyway, it should be okay though. Like, I don't think it's going to affect my washing as such, but I have put my first load of washing that was in the washing machine earlier today out on the washing line in the back garden on this Monday evening. For dinner this evening, I have got some meatballs and tomato sauce with some microwavable egg fried rice. Monday night, by the way, and I'm currently drinking some of this sparkling water. It's orange and mango flavour. I've got about another 14 odd minutes to go until until the washing in the tumble dryer is done, and I can put all the bathroom mats back upstairs in the bathroom, and then I can have a wash in the bathroom a little bit later on. Right now though, I've pretty much done everything else. I've gone outside, I've cleaned out the rabbit's hutch, and put fresh litter down in their litter tray outside in their hutch, and gave them some fresh water as well. And also as well, I have done my sandwich for tomorrow. I filled up a bottle with some zero Coca-Cola as well, so I need to buy some more of that tomorrow. And what else have I done? And I've also I've chopped up some banana and strawberry and stuck it in the fridge ready for me to do my strawberry and banana protein shake tomorrow morning before I set off for work. So I've done all of that. Anyway, I'm going to chill out for a little bit, so I'm going to show you guys what I'm watching in the next couple of scenes of the vlog. Starting with YouTube, and over on YouTube, I am just about to watch this. It's this week's episode of Off the Hook, and they've done a podcast. This is their first podcast that they've done, by the way, I believe, and it got uploaded about an hour ago. It's already got 39k views, but on this episode of Off the Hook podcast, they are talking to the legends, the TikTok legend that is Candy's Cooking, and she has been known to do some absolutely disgusting meals over on TikTok, and some shocking things on TikTok as well when she's been doing her cooking. So I'm going to watch that right now over on YouTube on my iPad on this Monday evening. Monday night, sticking with YouTube on my iPad, and I'm going to watch the Chris Moyle Show, the massive decade tour, where today they went to the Alex James farm in the Cotswolds. That's Blur's frontman, Alex James, of course. And I'm sitting in the dark at the moment, as you can tell. This is actually being shot in 4K 30 because it's switched from normal video mode to pure video, and obviously it's shooting in 4K 30 because of the AI sensors and all of that stuff. But yes, anyway, so instead of the first 25 minutes of the show, they filmed the entirety of the show, which is around about 2 hours and 5 minutes long. So I'm going to watch that for the next 2 hours and 5 minutes, as it is now 8:15. So that should take me up to 10:20 by the time that finishes. Okay, so it is Monday night, and I have caught up on tonight's episode of EastEnders on BBC iPlayer. And I have also just had a sink wash as well, because the shower is currently out of use at the present moment. I think the seals on the bottom of the glass panels of the shower have gone, therefore the water was seeping out onto the bathroom floor, causing the bathroom floor to soak. So the shower is currently out of use. That's something that me and my sister are currently getting looked at the moment. So for the time being, temporarily, I'm going to be having sink washes, but I'm still going to be using my shower gel and stuff like that. It just takes slightly longer to have a sink wash than it does when you have a regular shower. Anyway, it is Monday night, and I am basically just about to head off to bed. I've taken my nighttime medication as well, so I've done that. So yeah, I'm going to head off to bed as I've got work tomorrow. I've set my alarms back to that dreaded 5 a.m. start. Oh man, I'm not looking forward to it. But I'm going to bed now anyway. Not looking forward to the 5 a.m. start tomorrow morning. Anyway, I shall speak to you guys again in the next scene of the weekly vlog, which will be a Tuesday. Good afternoon, everybody. It is indeed Tuesday afternoon, by the way. I haven't long got home from work. Firstly, it's my first day back at work. It wasn't too bad today, actually. Quite easy shift, I just cracked on with the things that I needed to do and stuff. So quite an easy shift today, first day back after a week off. Secondly, I had to stop off at Pets at Home in Westover Retail Park on Castle Lane in Bournemouth. The reason being is because outside in the back garden, my mum had a storage box where we store all the rabbit stuff, so like their hay, their food, some empty toilet rolls, like the cardboard, because obviously that's, we stick them, we stick that in their hutch for them to gnaw on and stuff. Anyway, so for the last couple of days, luckily they're fine. All right, they're fine. By the way, the rabbits, they're fine. But for the last couple of days, I've noticed that the food that is in their storage box in the back garden has been exposed to snails and slugs. Obviously, snails and slugs, they come with all sorts of bacteria and all of that stuff, and it's not good for rabbits. It's not good for any pet, so if you've got food outside and you've got slugs and snails that are exposed to that food, then it's not really a good sign. Don't give your animals, whether they're outdoor animals, indoor animals, if you leave pet food outside, especially this time of the year now, where we're going to start seeing this bit of wet weather, bit of warm weather, the weather is undecided, and obviously we do get to this time of the year now where snails are going to be more active in our gardens, front and back gardens, and the same goes for snails and slugs. Sorry. So snails and slugs, they're more active this time of the year because obviously, we have a lot more wet weather, and that's obviously where they tend to be. They tend to be around when it's wet weather. So obviously, there is obviously the food that's now in their storage box has been exposed to snails and slugs. Therefore, I can't give them that food anymore, unfortunately. So I've now got to throw out half a bag of rabbit food in their storage box because it's been exposed to snails and slugs. I did read online that if you do give rabbits the food that has been exposed to snails and slugs, there's a few side effects from it. Number one, they could start drooling, which isn't healthy. Number two, they could start having seizures, which again, not good. Or number three, it could result in them just instantly dying, basically, from obviously poison and stuff like that. Poisoning from the slugs and stuff getting into their digestive system. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. So therefore, I've now got to throw out the food that's in their storage box because it's been exposed to snails and slugs. But I did pick up 2 packets of their rabbit food from Pets at Home in Castle Lane in Bournemouth today. So hopefully that will last me maybe a month, hopefully. But I may have to go and buy some more food online because I normally tend to buy their food online through a website called Pet Planet. If you're a pet owner out there, you may be aware of that website. If you are a pet owner out there and you're not aware of that website, it's there. It's there. And that's not an ad or anything like that. It's just the website that I tend to use for when it comes to buying things in bulk for a pet. Whether you've got a dog, a cat, a rabbit, chinchillas, ferrets, gerbils, hamsters, they've got everything there for your small animal needs or large animal needs, in theory, if you've got a big dog, that is. So anyway, I'm going to use that food for the next month, and at some point over the course of the next month, I'm going to need to go onto Pet Planet and order some more rabbit food, like a bigger bag. But what I'm going to have to do is, because we're in that period where we're getting warm weather and then we're getting wet weather, and like I said, snails and slugs are more active at this time of the year than any other time of the year, I'm going to have to keep their food indoors instead of leaving it outside, because the slugs and snails are still getting into the storage box, and then their food's just going to be exposed to slugs and snails. So there we go. So there we go. So I'd spend 12 quid today on the rabbits to get them 2 bags of food, but it'll be well worth it as long as I can, obviously, as long as lasts for about a month, then I'm all good. Anyway, I put some washing out on the washing line yesterday afternoon around about 4 o'clock. It's been out there for near on 22-ish hours, so therefore I'm going to go out there now and bring that washing in from the washing line, because it should be dry by now. So that's what I'm about to do right now on this Tuesday afternoon. The tech chap over on YouTube has just uploaded in the last half an hour this video, which is the LG Cine Beam S Review Mini UST 100-inch 4K laser projector. So I'm going to see what his thoughts are on that. Not that I'm interested in buying a new projector or anything like that, because I still enjoy using my Samsung Freestyle projector whenever I use it, which is from time to time, by the way. But I just want to see what his thoughts are on this projector anyway. On YouTube. So that's what I'm going to watch right now over on YouTube on my iPad. Just about to have the donuts that I picked up from Asda yesterday while I watched today's episode of EastEnders over on BBC iPlayer on my iPad. Just been outside into the back garden to give the rabbits their rabbit food and some water in their hutch, and I've also just given the fish their fish food in the fish tanks on this Tuesday afternoon. Just made myself a flask of cappuccino on this Tuesday afternoon. So it is Tuesday evening. It's literally nearly 5 to midnight, by the way. I've just got off a video call with a friend of mine who I've been speaking to for quite a little bit over the last few weeks and stuff. Just having a video call with them from time to time, and just supporting them through some bits and pieces. But anyway, I've just got a video call with them on Snapchat, and also as well this evening I had dinner. For dinner tonight I had just a bowl of soup with 4 slices of bread. I also had a Mango Loco Monster Juiced energy drink as well. Shortly after I woke up from a nap, because I went for a nap at around about 6:30 this evening until around about 8:30, and then I woke up. So that's probably why I'm still awake now at nearly 5 to midnight. Anyway, so I am going to head off to bed because I do have work tomorrow. It's my second day back at work after my week off this week. So yes, anyway, so from me, it's good night, and I shall speak to you guys again in the next scene of the weekly vlog, which will be Wednesday. Good afternoon, everybody. It is Wednesday afternoon. We are halfway through the week, halfway through the weekly vlog already. This week's flying by the way. By the way, just to let you know that tomorrow morning and Friday morning this week, I've decided to pick up some overtime from work. So I am going to be a little bit busy this week, by the way. So if there is less content from the weekly vlogs this week, then you know why. And I've also got support meetings tomorrow afternoon and Friday morning straight after work as well. So there we go. I have been home. I have fed the rabbits, given them some fresh food, fresh water as well in their hutch. I've also fed the fish as well, and I'm also just about to finish a flask of cappuccino as well. And I'm just about to watch a few videos over on YouTube on my iPad, which I'm going to show you that now. Once I can find YouTube, there it is, YouTube. So I have got the Tech Chap. The Tech Chap's got a new video out, which is the iPhone Air full review. Not what I expected, so it'll be interesting to see what he thinks of that. And also as well, I've seen that there's a couple of videos from iJustine. I think she's done an unboxing and a review for the iPhone Air, and she's also done a video about the iPhone 17 as well. So I'm about to watch them 2 videos, or 3 videos should I say, over on YouTube on my iPad on this Wednesday afternoon. So it is, by the way, Wednesday evening, and I've been upstairs in my bedroom for most of the afternoon. I've watched Alien Earth on Disney Plus. It's the penultimate episode this week, by the way. So the finale comes out next week, September 24th on Disney Plus. And then, yeah, all the episodes are out. But I've really enjoyed this series, though. I did see actually on Twitter earlier, someone asked the question. They said, would you like to see a second series of Alien Earth? And I just went, Yeah, sure, because I enjoyed this series. I have enjoyed it a lot, and I can't wait to see how this series concludes next week. So I've watched Alien Earth. I've watched today's episode of Coronation Street on ITVX as well on my TV in my bedroom upstairs. And I've also caught up on today's episode of EastEnders on BBC iPlayer on my TV in my bedroom as well. And also as well, I have come down here. I've made my sandwich, peanut butter sandwich, for me to take to work tomorrow morning when I have my break at work. And I've also done my bottle of Cherry Zero Cola as well, which is in the fridge, getting nice and cold. And now I'm just about to do the washing up, drying up and putting away on this Wednesday evening. And also as well, I've just taken out of the fridge this Monster Pipeline Punch energy drink as well. It's nice and cold, so I'm going to drink that as well on this Wednesday evening. So for dinner this evening, I've got a bowl of mushroom soup with 4 slices of butter. Good afternoon, everybody. It is Thursday afternoon, by the way, and I'm out and about, as you can see. So I've been to work today, did a shift, although, I mean, it's funny because I was meant to be covering for someone who called in sick earlier this week, and turns out he called in yesterday evening to say he was coming back today. So therefore, they did need me because they were still a bit short-staffed at work, but you know, I'm not going to work tomorrow though, which is good. I've asked my manager to see if I can have tomorrow off, and he agreed. So, but there's a chance I might be doing some overtime next week though. So, because the guy that I was meant to be covering today, he's on holiday next week. So, lucky him. But then saying that, I can't talk because I've literally just I've just come back from holiday, haven't I? Like literally from last week I was on holiday. So anyway, I've also seen my support worker as well today. Went and saw him, went to Weatherspoons in Poole, the Lord Wimborne, and I had a cheese meltdown burger alongside a drink as well, which I had a cherry Pepsi Max, I believe, pint of that, along with some onion rings and some chips as well to go with that. So I done that, and me and my support worker had a bit of a chat, bit of a debate with each other as well about something. And yeah, now I was going to catch the bus back from my support worker's office, but I missed the bus, had a half an hour wait. So I thought, you know what, I'm not too far from my sister's flat, so I'll see if I can maybe go and see my sister. So that's exactly what I'm doing right now on this Thursday afternoon. Good morning, everybody. It is Friday morning, by the way, and I have not long woken up. I've actually been asleep down here because I have got the dogs. The dogs are outside. JJ and Simba are outside in the back garden at the moment, and I've just let them out there. And they're just obviously doing their business out there, so I'm going to have to go out there shortly and pick it up. Obviously, my sister and her partner have gone away to Cornwall for the weekend, meaning I do have the dogs until, well, either Monday. Depends, really, because I may have them until Monday night, and then my sister will come and pick them up on Monday night, or she'll, like she did last time, say, could I look after them for one more night, and then she'll come and pick them up on Tuesday night. So, you know, like she did last time. So, I mean, I don't mind if I have to look after them again, for another night on Monday, then it doesn't bother me. It doesn't faze me or anything like that, But yeah, so I've got JJ and Simba with me until Monday. Well, until at least Monday. Monday at the earliest, Tuesday at the latest. So there we go. So my sister came over last night, by the way, to drop the dogs off, and obviously drop me back as well after I had my support session with my support worker. And she came over. She did a little bit of washing in the tumble dryer. It was already washed. it just needed to be dried. And obviously where we've been having like a bit of bad weather and stuff, she hasn't really had enough time to dry all of her clothes that she was going to take with her on holiday to Cornwall this weekend. So she came over, she used the tumble dryer to dry some bits, and then after that we also had some dinner as well here, because she had some pizzas. So she had a pepperoni pizza, I had a cheese pizza with some garlic bread and some, I think it's like a garlic dip or garlic and herb dip, but I didn't have the garlic and herb dip though. However, though, you know, eventually we ended up getting a bit full. So I've actually got some leftover pizza from last night, by the way, which is in here. So that is the leftover pizza from last night. So 2 slices of pepperoni pizza, and then there's 2 slices of cheese pizza as well. So I have basically got that for my lunch today, which I'll have later this afternoon, of course. But yeah, I slept down here though, because on the floor down there I've got the bean bag that I used with the dogs the last time that they were with me, and that's still down there. So obviously I slept on that last night. I was watching something on my iPad on the floor in the kitchen, and then I ended up falling asleep on the beanbag, and I had both dogs sleeping next to me as well, which was quite nice actually, to be honest. But what wasn't nice though is I think it was Simba. He messed on the floor near the back door. So bad dog. I have told him off. I've picked up the mess and I've chucked it outside in the bin outside. So there we go. So yeah, so there we are. I just thought I'd bring you up to speed with what's happened. My sister also came over last night while she was doing the tumble dryer. She also went out into the back garden as well and just sorted out the rabbits, you know, cleaned out their bowls. And cleaned around their hutch, really. She said the only thing that she didn't do was clean their litter tray out, which is something that I'm going to need to do a little bit later on today. So I'll do that a little bit later on. So yes, that was very nice and very helpful of her to do as well. She did have a couple of my cappuccinos, because obviously where I drink semi-skimmed milk, she can't drink semi-skimmed milk, so she has to drink, like, I think it's like, well, she has to drink like a milk alternative, which obviously I don't keep in the fridge because I don't drink alternatives to milk anyway. So there we go. So instead she had a cappuccino, which you don't need to add milk to, you just add water to. So she had a couple of those while she was here as well last night, which I didn't mind her having, to be honest. So it's not often that she comes over and stays over for a couple of hours and has bits to drink. But there we go. Anyway, speaking of a cappuccino, by the way, I'm just about to make my flask of cappuccino right now. On this Friday morning. So it is Friday afternoon, nearly Friday evening actually. It's just gone 4 o'clock at the time of recording this part of the vlog. I have been out, I've seen my support worker, went to Costa. Instead of having a frappe, which is what I usually choose for my choice of beverage, beverageano, or whatever you want to call it, I went for a cappuccino, a large cappuccino, which kind of looked like it was in some sort of like soup bowl or something like that. Anyway, it wasn't in a soup bowl, it was in a Costa mug, but the mug looked like a soup bowl. So it did, it genuinely did, it genuinely looked like that. I've just spoken to a woman actually just back there, because I let her go through. She came along with like a litter picker and a black sack with a bottle in it, and she was just saying to me how there's this guy with some Alsatian dog and he keeps dropping bottles. He's a tall lad and he keeps dropping bottles around this area, and I'm assuming when she said bottles, I don't think she meant plastic bottles. I think she meant like alcohol bottles. I think that's what she meant. And apparently she said, I've now got his name, so his name's going to go up on
the community group for the community where I live. And she said, what makes matters worse is the fact that this guy actually works for the council, and he's a refuse collector. So he collects waste, but yeah, he drops bottles on the floor. I don't know, that's bad. Like, that's really, really bad. But anyway, but yeah, she was just saying to me, just think of the children, if he's smashing bottles on the floor, glass could get into children's feet and stuff like that. And especially because I'm out here right now in the glorious sunshine, by the way. It's lovely and sunny. It's been lovely and sunny all day today, really, and quite warm at times as well. But I'm out here right now taking Simba. I don't know if you can see. There's Simba. Simba is right there. He looked pretty happy then when he just looked up at me. He was like, yeah, it's me, Simba. It's me, Simba. Hello. So I'm out here taking Simba for his afternoon walk, because I've got Simba and JJ this weekend, while my sister and her partner are away with her partner's family. They've gone to Cornwall for the weekend, so they're very lucky to be going to Cornwall. I'd love to go to Cornwall sometime. I'd love to, like, oh God, I'd love to, like, have some time away, go to Cornwall, maybe film it as well. Maybe I might do that. Maybe I might see if, maybe at some point, maybe go with my sister and her partner, because they know Cornwall. They know it pretty well. And I've always been told, like, Cornwall's such a beautiful place to go in the UK. So, maybe. Watch this space, folks. We'll see if we can do a future vlog in Cornwall, even if it's just a weekend or something like that. We'll see what we can do. Right, anyway, but I'm out here though, taking Simba out for his afternoon walk on this Friday afternoon. And now I'm back out again, once again, but this time I've dropped Simba off at home, and I'm now, I don't know how well, I think you could just see, I've got JJ with me. JJ is with me. I'm now taking JJ out. It's just easier walking two dogs, just separately, because yes, I've got two hands, but obviously I have to pick up their mess, and it's just easier. And with JJ, because he's getting on a bit, hate to break it to you all, but he is getting on a bit. He's an old boy now. He doesn't need a long walk. Simba, he's more energetic. He has a longer walk than JJ. I'm just taking JJ across the backfield. Something I've not said again in a very, very long time, doing these weekly vlogs. But I'm taking JJ for a walk along. What's the matter, Jay? I don't know. You can just see him. He's Jay, what's up? What are you doing? What are you doing, Jay? Jay, what are you doing? I don't know what he's doing. Anyway, he's on his lead, by the way. I can take him off his lead, but I just don't want to take the risk. Anyway, but yeah, it's just easier for me just to walk the dog separately. Simba's a bit more energetic and still young, so therefore he does get a longer walk than JJ. JJ's quite old and he can't be out too long, especially in the sun, because of his heart condition that he now has. It's the joys of getting old as a dog. He's getting on a bit. So therefore I'm just taking him for a quick walk around this backfield, but not for too long though, probably just for another couple of minutes before I turn back round and head back home. He's done his business anyway. He's done a wee, he's done a couple of poos as well, not that you guys needed to know that really. So I'm going to take him back in just a few minutes. Good evening, everybody. It is Saturday evening, by the way, and I've not vlogged anything today yet, which isn't great, is it, to be honest? So it is 20 to 9 on this Saturday evening, by the way, and I have spent the afternoon upstairs in my bedroom catching up with day 4 of the Chris Moyles show, Massive Decade Tour on Radio X. I caught up with that. where they were in Whitehaven on Thursday, and then I caught up with yesterday's episode of the Chris Moyle Show on Radio X, Massive Decade Tour as well, where they were in Glasgow for their last day of their Massive Decade Tour on Radio X, because they're celebrating 10 years of the Chris Moyle Show on Radio X in the mornings, their breakfast show, and they're also celebrating 10 years of Radio X in general. It's been 10 years. 10 years tomorrow since Radio X launched here in the UK. So there we go. Anyway, so that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed watching them. I've also taken a nap this afternoon. What else have I done? I've also gone up to Castle Point as well to go and grab a couple of bits and pieces as well. I got myself some lunch. I had a what was it? I think it was a cheese and bacon. No, it was a quiche Lorraine. That's it. It was a quiche Lorraine that I had for lunch, which was reduced. And I also had like this like cream cakey kind of donut thing. It had like pistachios in it, but it was very nice though. But I went to Asda in Castle Point to get that, and again that was reduced, so I had that for my lunch as well. Anyway, I have got some dinner, and I will show you what I've got for dinner tonight in the next scene of the weekly vlog. Now, call me bad, but this is what I've got for dinner tonight. These are 6 hot dogs, big hot dogs by the way. I've got that, and I've also got 6 hot dog rolls. Now, the reason why I've got 6 hot dogs and 6 hot dog rolls is because those hot dog rolls were best before the 16th of September. It's the 20th of September today, and the last thing I want is for them hot dog rolls to go all mouldy, especially where they are in the kitchen. So therefore, I thought, you know what, right, I'm quite hungry, I'm up for a challenge, so I'm going to have 6 hot dogs in hot dog buns on this Saturday night. So that's what I'm going to have for dinner tonight. And also as well, by the way, just to let you know, whilst I'm eating my dinner tonight, I have also got a Monster Juiced Mango Loco as well, which I'm going to have alongside. Good morning, everybody. It is Sunday morning. You can slightly see me, but then as soon as I come away from this street light, you're probably not going to see me that much. This is the first time me vlogging out in the dark, outside in the dark, with my new Insta360 Go Ultra. It is Sunday morning. It's just gone 5 a.m. Walking to work, of course, as I've got work this morning. And I've made my, not that you can see it, but I've made my protein shake, strawberry and banana chocolate protein shake. And I'm now walking to work on this Sunday morning. And we have gone from dark to light. Yeah, let there be light. Anyway, it is Sunday afternoon. I have got home from work after doing my Sunday morning shift. And I have got out my work uniform, put some washing on, fed the fish in their fish tank, and also given JJ his medication as well. Speaking of dogs, by the way, I'm out and about, walking the dogs, walking Simba first. Here he is. There's Simba. He's right there. So yes, I'm taking Simba for his afternoon walk. And I'm currently listening to some music as well through my phone, through my Bluetooth headphones via Apple Music. So that's what I'm doing so far on this Sunday afternoon. And from taking Simba out for his afternoon walk, I'm now joined by JJ, who you can just about see in the background there. He is there. I'm taking him for a walk, and I'm still listening to some music on Apple Music through my Bluetooth headphones on my phone on this Sunday afternoon. Looks like it's going to cloud over. I have a feeling it's going to rain soon. So come on, Jay, let's go. I have a feeling it's going to rain soon. Oh no. So it is Sunday afternoon. I am out in the back garden because I need to clean out the rabbits that are right here. So I need to give them, I need to clean out their litter tray, because their litter tray is looking very full, and I also need to give them some water and some food in their food bowl as well, and maybe just top up their hay box as well, even though my sister took out their hay box the other day and didn't put it back on. I don't know how it goes back on. Oh wait, I think I know. Maybe I'll just leave it. Maybe just on the top level of their cage, like she did. She left it on the top level of their cage, like some of their hay. Maybe I'll just do that. So yeah, so my sister cleaned out the rabbits the other day when she was over here, so which was very nice of her to do. And also as well, I'm not going to show you, don't worry, I'm not going to show you guys, but round the side, like, I'll point to where it is. Oh, wait, hold on, I can't see. There we are. I'll point just round the side, in between the wall and the rabbit hutch. There's a dead pigeon. I'm going to have to get some gloves. I'm going to have to get a black sack. And I'm going to have to go round. I don't even know if I can fit. I don't know if my fat ass can fit in between that hutch and the house wall. I don't know. I don't think it does. I don't know. That's... No, actually, I'm not going to attempt it right now. I'm not attempting that right now. I'll attempt it later when I'm not filming, because, yeah, that'll be embarrassing if I get stuck. Oh no, I'm stuck. Oh no. Anyway, it should be fine. It should be fine. I'll just get some gloves. I'll get a black sack, and I'll literally wear the gloves, put my hands inside the black sack, and I'll just grab the pigeon that's dead. And then I'll just turn the black sack inside out, and then there we go. And then I'll just stick it in the other black sack that is filled with rabbit poo and rabbit rubbish. Rabbit's rubbish. There we go. That's a new saying. Rabbit rubbish. And then I'll just chuck it straight in the bin in the front garden. So there we go. Oh, anyway, shudder. Anyway, you know what, right? I tell you what, spooky season's definitely upon us, isn't it? Anyway, I wonder how it died. Well, there's two things. Either A, it just fell out the sky, because that could happen. You know, that's a new fear. That's like a new Final Destination fear. You know, just going outside in general. You know, a pigeon could just fall at any minute. You know, it could land on you. You know, and it could just be dead. So either A, it just fell out the sky, or B, it must have hit the window, probably my bedroom window, and then it landed on, well, in between the rabbit hutch. Maybe it probably hit the window, fell down, and then it then banged its head probably on the rabbit hutch, which then completely killed it. And there we go. Anyway, that's a bit graphic for me to say. Anyway, I do apologise for the graphicness. It's been a while since I last watched a horror film. I blame that. Anyway, I'm going to come out here and clean out the rabbits. Simba is trying his best, by the way, to get as near to the rabbit. Hey. What are you doing? What are you doing? He's literally just found... I don't know if that was a dragonfly. That looks like a dragonfly. I think you've just killed a dragonfly just by sniffing it. I think he has. See, look. Maybe, was you the reason that pigeon died? Simba? Did you kill that pigeon? I bet he did. Anyway. Oh dear. You know what, I remember a time when I had Monty living here. He used to bring back dead pigeon. He'd literally go out and go and find a dead pigeon. Well, he wouldn't go find a dead pigeon, but he'd just go and hunt for pigeons and then bring them back as like a little present, you know? So... the only difference is I don't have a cat anymore, so... dead pigeons? Anyway, there isn't any more, is there? Just out of curiosity, just checking over the garden, just in case. Never know. No, I don't think there is. I think it's just that one. Anyway, I'm going to sort out the dead pigeon situation. If it flaps, I'm running. I'm running if it flaps. If it flaps at me, that's it. I'm done. I'm never coming out here ever again. Anyway... well, it's either that, or I'll just get Simba on it and just go on, Simba, do it, end it. Anyway, let's not go into that again. Graphic, Steve, graphic. Anyway, I'm going to sort these rabbits out, clean them out, and give them their food and their water for today. And then I'm going to sort the pigeon out if I can fit in there. That is. If not, I'll leave it till tomorrow. Or should I just leave it till tomorrow? I mean, as much as my sister and her partner are probably enjoying their time away in Cornwall this weekend, but little do they realise that they may have to come back to sort out a pigeon situation that's in this garden. Oh man, honestly, that's when the reality really hits, that you've come back home. Oh, well, we've just literally come back from enjoying our time away on holiday. Now we've got to deal with a pigeon. Don't you just, stand back. Come on, get away from the hutch. Yeah, that's it. Go on, get away from that hutch. Right. Anyway, I'm gonna go because I need to sort these rabbits out and sort the pigeon out because he's getting very close to that pigeon. He's probably he's eyeing it up. He's like, yeah, that's my dinner. I'm gonna go grab it, and when I grab it, And I'm never letting him lick me ever again. Like my hands, my face, nothing. I'm never letting, no. Full of bird flu. Anyway. Right, anyway. Let's turn the camera off here. Where are you going? Look at him. Where are you going? The camera's pointing at you now, Simba. Where are you going? Anyway, I'm going to end this part of the vlog here. Right, I'm going to sort these rabbits out, and then I'm going to sort the pigeon out, and then... Actually, should I sort the pigeon out first? I might as well. Anyway, that's coming up, and I'll speak to you guys again in the next scene of the vlog. So, I've just had a shower, wash in the sink. I've just had a sink wash in the bathroom, and I've got into my pyjamas, put another load of washing on, which is now hanging up on the washing line in the back garden. This, by the way, is what I'm about to eat on this Sunday afternoon, some chocolate donuts, whilst I continue watching Haunted Hotel, which got released earlier this week over on Netflix. I'm watching that on my TV in my bedroom on this Sunday afternoon. And also as well, by the way, look who's joining me on the beanbag. It's JJ and Simba. There we are, they're both there. JJ, why are you looking at the wall? You haven't been a bad dog or anything. I don't know why you're looking at the wall. You, on the other hand, Simba. Yeah, I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you. Ah! That was close. Anyway, so I've got the dogs with me, keeping me company on this Sunday afternoon. It is Sunday night, by the way, 11:25. Firstly, didn't call my granddad tonight because I ended up falling asleep. So, therefore, I may have to end up speaking to my granddad tomorrow, just seeing how he's doing and stuff. So yeah, I'll probably do that tomorrow. Secondly, my friend Kieran came back from Poland because he went away to Poland this week. And obviously he's only just come back to the UK earlier today. And he said to me earlier, hey, do you want to have a video call? And obviously I saw this message on my iPad whilst I was listening to music, and I was having a wash earlier this afternoon in the sink in the bathroom. And so after I had my wash, I then ended up messaging him saying, hey, yeah, that's absolutely fine. We'll have a video call later tonight. And so anyway, we left it at that. Obviously, I didn't video call him because, again, I ended up taking a very long sleep. So the only way that I was woken up was the dogs woke me up at around about 9:30 because I think they needed to go to the toilet. So I let them out in the back garden for a little bit. So there we go. Anyway, yeah, so obviously I'm going to video call my friend Kieran tomorrow anyway. And we'll have a chat, we'll have a catch up. I'll see how his time away in Poland was and stuff like that. And I'm sure I've got some bits and pieces that I want to talk to him about as well. So we haven't video called each other since Sunday last week, I think it was. Yeah. So a very long overdue video call, obviously, because we normally video call each other twice a week. So there we go. Anyway, like I said, it is Sunday evening. I have, by the way, not long taken out the fridge, and it's very cold, by the way, even though it's 11:20 at night. And I probably shouldn't be drinking this, but I'm going to have a Pipeline Punch Monster juiced. So there we go. I'm going to have that, even though it's like, again, 11:30. And I should be going back to sleep. Well, I probably might find that a bit difficult to go back to sleep now that I've had a couple of hours sleep anyway. By the way, I've been watching a series lately on Netflix called Haunted Hotel. It's an animated comedy by Netflix, and I must say it is a great series. Highly do recommend it if you've not yet checked it out. It came out on Netflix over the last week. Anyway, by the way, I am going to wrap up this vlog now, but before I do, I am just going to very quickly show you my TV in my bedroom. Oh, move my finger out the way. And show you that Gabby has just uploaded a new YouTube video. Some of what we got up to in the summer of 2025 is the video. So I am going to check that out. That's a 22-minute long video, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. So I'm going to check that out now on YouTube. I only found that out when I woke up from my nap, that she had posted a brand new video. And it's been the first video that she's posted in quite a long time, to be honest. It's been a while since she's last uploaded a video, so great to see her back on YouTube again. Right, anyway, guys, I am going to wrap up this vlog here, okay? A massive thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. And as always, if you are new around here and you like what you see, feel free to hit that subscribe button down below to become a Stevo. I will be back with another YouTube vlog again next week. There will also be an episode of the movie wrap-up coming up on Sunday this weekend as well, so feel free to check that out then when that does get released. That's coming out on the 28th of September 2025 at 4 PM UK time. And then, of course, my next weekly vlog is coming up on the 29th of September at 4 PM UK time here on my YouTube channel, SteveOfficial. So definitely do check that out then. But until then, guys, it's goodbye. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys again in my next YouTube video.